We are so excited to kick off the Kentucky Derby Festival with Thunder over Louisville. And one of our amazing sponsors, the Kentucky Lottery, is all about excitement and giving back. And joining me now is Kentucky Lottery President and CEO, Mary Harville. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Joanne. Great to see you.
Great to see you too. Now, the Kentucky Lottery has enjoyed a long partnership with the Kentucky Derby Festival. Is that right?
It's been a long and successful partnership. For a number of years, we've partnered with the festival to provide a tremendous group of experiences for one of our players. This year is no exception. The winner of our Derby City Enthusiast promotion will enjoy a tour of Churchill Downs, a cruise on the Belle of Louisville, and a helicopter ride around the city, just to name a few of their experiences. The festival has been a terrific partner. We're already looking forward to providing even more excitement and fun for our players next year.
Wow, that is incredible. It really is. That's an awesome prize package right there. So for folks who may wonder what happens to a dollar you spend on a lottery ticket, how does that work, Mary?
From that dollar, the largest share, about 66 cents, goes right back to the players in the form of prizes. 6 cents goes to our retailers in commissions for selling and cashing the tickets, and about a nickel goes to our operating expenses. So that leaves 23 cents that we can return to the Commonwealth. Some 2 decades ago, the General Assembly decided that these proceeds should fund college scholarship and grant programs. And in that time, the Kentucky Lottery has provided 3.8 billion with a B, $3.8 billion to help send Kentucky students to college.
That is incredible. And those proceeds that fund the college scholarship and grant programs, they have really made an impact, haven't they?
Without a doubt, research shows that 1 in 5 Kentuckians has now received a college scholarship or grant paid for by Kentucky Lottery proceeds. The whole reason the General Assembly launched these programs 21 years ago was to keep Kentucky's best, brightest, and most deserving students here at home to attend college. And the research shows that is happening. And the hope is that these students will do what I did when I graduated from the University of Kentucky. I made the decision to stay right here in Kentucky to start my career. And when that happens, it increases our overall education level. It helps attract new businesses. It raises the overall level of economic prosperity in our state.
I love that. And so, what programs are funded by lottery proceeds?
Well, we fund several initiatives. The one most folks know about is the KEYS program. That stands for Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarship. Every dime of KEYS money ever awarded in Kentucky came straight from the sale of a Kentucky lottery ticket. KEYS awards are based on how well a student performs in high school, but we also fund need-based programs such as the Kentucky Tuition Grant Program and the College Access Program. We also fund the Work Ready Scholarship Program, which helps traditional and non-traditional students attend one of the Kentucky Community and Technical College System schools to help fill high demand jobs in the state. And we also fund the Dual Credit Scholarship Program, which pays for high school students to get college credit before they even set foot on campus. This is quite a list of initiatives.
That is so wonderful. Okay, Mary, the big question: how can students or parents get their hands on these funds?
So that's one of the great things about the KEYS program. You don't have to do anything to apply for this money. It's based on a student's grades, ACT scores, and the money they get automatically follows them to a college or university here in Kentucky. The better the grades they have in high school, the more KEYS money they get. For the other programs, you do have to fill out what's called the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, also known as FAFSA. Our partners at the Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority are here to help you navigate this process. And you can find them online at kheaa.com.
Wonderful. And for more information about this or anything else related to the Kentucky Lottery, where can folks go?
As always, that's our website at kylottery.com.
Fantastic, Mary. Thank you so much for talking with me today, and happy Thunder.
Thanks, Joanne. I appreciate it.